Chief Justice pulled out a stab of cash. The man before him, writing in defiance of the law, and deleted crucial evidence videos. The reason for this was because his son had, around 7:40 a.m. yesterday, hit and killed the son of a gang leader. At that moment, the judge's son, Hank, was in total shock. He had no idea what to do. Just then, the phone of the gang leader's son, Chojin, rang. However, Hank hesitated and did not answer. He thought about using the other phone to call the police, but had an asthma attack. He had to call back into the car to take a few puffs of his medication. Afterward, he went to contact his daughter, but there was no answer on the other end. In a state of panic, he chose to flee the scene. However, during the escape, due to the impact, the car's malfunction light turned on. Hank rushed into a nearby repair shop. By this time, he had calmed down. Taking advantage of a moment while the mechanic checked the car, he put on a long-sleeve turtleneck, hiding the blood stains on him. After the repairs were finished, he left. Xiao Zhong's phone rang again. Hank decided to go all in. He threw the phone into a river with all his strength. Chief Justice Chongmin, after listening to him, after the son described the incident, he arrived at the repair shop alone. Planning to use running away with his girlfriend and friend, he asked to view the surveillance footage from the last 3 days. Naturally, the shop owner refused. Saying aside whether he had the right to access it. Even if he tried, it will help. So Chongmin pulled out a stack of cash. He placed it directly on the desk. He reminded the owner that if anyone found out he watched the footage, it would be worse for him than for the owner. Indeed, wanting to move mountains, the owner agreed to let Song Chongmin search the backup surveillance footage. There's a detail here. When the owner stood nearby, they coaxed the curious owner into the back room to watch TV, then quickly skimmed through the footage from the day of the incident. Just then, the radio reported the news of Jin Kensho's second son's fatal traffic accident. He immediately became tense. He unconsciously hurried through the videos. Unfortunately, Jin Kensho's eldest son was given a media interview. This person defied his father's orders, swearing to personally uncover his brother's killer. Song Chongmin listened in panic. His tongue sputtered involuntarily. Even the repair shop owner knew was caught by the Jin family. It would mean guaranteed doom. However, he wouldn't respond to the boy's attempts to talk. This made the owner say something was off. In fact, Song Chongmin was already very anxious because he had just found the footage of his son. Sir, have you finished watching? I'm sorry. At that moment, the camera focused on a young couple. Song Chongmin stood up and walked out. Because he needed to get the Jin reversed to carry out the next piece of false testimony. But first, he had to warn his son. If they detected even a hint of suspicion, both their lives would be over. So he had to hide that expression. He had to deny everything, even when faced with police questioning. You can't fool anyone with that expression now. Then Song Chongmin arrived at the major crime scene. He deliberately revealed to Detective Jen Cayenne his deceased wife's car had been stolen. His son missed his mother dearly, so he was very attached to that car. The boy was listless all day after he learned about the theft. So he asked Jen Cayenne for help to recover the stolen car. But he didn't want his son to be upset. Please don't tell anyone. Just contact me. I'll handle it. Actually, the statement has two meanings. If discovered, Song Chongmin planned to take the blame. Meanwhile, car thief Lee Sanji ran a red light and was stopped by traffic police. During the investigation, they discovered he was driving a stolen car that night. Shan King informed Song Chongmin about this. Shortly after, he went to the traffic police to identify the car. Here's the detail. When the police pointed out scratches on the bumper and offered to help with towing, Song Chongmin appeared extremely anxious and repeatedly declined their goodwill. He even called an expensive toy company himself. During the towing process, an off-developed piece of music would reappear. A fragment had gotten lodged in. Unbeknownst to them, this was all part of Song Chongmin's plan. He claimed the car was stolen on April 7. This was just a day before the incident on April 8. Soon after, the police followed Song Chongmin to his home. They routinely questioned Hein, the judge's son. He excused himself to go upstairs and entered the child's room. What sounded like a recounting of the car's discovery was in fact a reminder to Hein that the car had been missing for 2 days. As expected, the initial questioning went smoothly. Hein showed no signs of nervousness. However, Jan Hein asked the tricky question. How did the thief manage to get the car keys? Song Chongmin never anticipated such a question. It caught him completely off guard. Meanwhile, Hein pretended to think, saying that they usually kept the car keys in the toolbox of the passenger side. Plus, the model my late mother drove is an old one. You can lock it even with the keys inside. I speculated that the culprit is him. It's about finding anything valuable. Regarding Hein's testimony, Shan King had no doubts at all. Meanwhile, the Jin family cremated their second son's remains. His passing left his mother and younger sister devastated. As soon as the ceremony ended, Jin Kenshin immediately summoned his men to pursue the truth behind his son's death. After listening to the recording countless times, he finally realized it wasn't his son's voice. Hearing his son's breathing, aren't you in pain? That's not my son's voice. It's the wheeze of an asthma patient. The police then contacted Jin Kingsham. They provided a detailed account of Lee Sanji's arrest, confirming he was the one who hit the second son. Additionally, this person is linked to the Red Gang. That afternoon, Jin Kingsham called the leader of the Red Gang to the beach. He questioned her if Lee Sanji was her man. She immediately denied it. She had never contacted Lee Sanji. Kingsham says the implication. They indicated he didn't believe the son's death was premeditated. The Red Gang have no reason to oppose the Jin family. But if he discovers they're hiding the truth, then they'll be in serious trouble. However, just as she was leaving, The younger brother suddenly told her, a few days ago, an official called. They asked again to handle a car. Lee Jeong-jus was sent by the older brother. It was the evening of April 8, and the accident happened in the morning of April 8. Red sister immediately had the younger brother contact the official. This official is the brother-in-law of Chief Justice Song Chen. When he learned the truth, he was completely shocked. He immediately called his brother-in-law to the office. He pressed him to find out what happened. Is there still a secret between us? It was before crashed. Song Chen explained the entire incident in detail, but he took the blame for his son's mistake. The brother-in-law knew how powerful Jin Kang-cheol's influence was, and if he were to find out about this, then both of them would surely be doomed. However, there's still a way to deceive everyone. The catch is risking their lives. Song Chen agreed to follow the brother-in-law's plan. The plan was to give the car thief Lee Jeong-jus a large sum of money, then send him abroad. As long as this person isn't caught, the one who killed Jin Kang-cheol's son will forever be him. In this way, they could escape their current predicament. Little did they know, after Song Chen returned to the court, he felt that the name Lee Jeong-jus sounded familiar. He eventually found his name in the case file. Lee Jeong-jus was a victim in a recent case. Meanwhile, Lily was paying tribute to her brother due to several days of overwhelming grief. An asthma attack struck suddenly. Coincidentally, the judge's son Haing passed by and quickly offered a handkerchief. That night, Song Chen was waiting outside Lee Jeong-jus' mother's house. He recalled how the old woman had once thanked him for his fairness. Now, however, she harmed another son for her own, as his conscience repeatedly condemned him. What's that sound? Lee Jeong-jus' mother was alive, burned to death before Song Chen's eyes, and his young daughter could not escape her fate. Song Chen was knocked far away by the blast. Seeing the scene, he immediately hardened his heart. Afraid the explosion was orchestrated by Jin Kang-cheol.